Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started.
Stephanie McMahon sent a message to Rhea Ripley after the latter was praised by WWE Hall of Famer Stone Cold Steve Austin. The Eradicator was recently a guest on Stephanie's Places. Meanwhile, Ripley is feuding with Io Sky and Bianca Belair and was unsuccessful in her latest attempt to dethrone Sky of the Women's World Championship. The match was officiated by Belair, who, alongside the champion, was taken out by the Eradicator at the end. On X/Twitter, Stephanie McMahon shared a clip of Stone Cold Steve Austin praising Ripley and sent a message to the 28-year-old superstar who appeared on her show recently. "It's okay to mark out when it's Steve Austin puts you at the top of the business. At Rhea Ripley _WWE is as real and vulnerable as she can be. It's an honor to share some of her story," McMahon wrote. Rhea Ripley revealed her next direction after failing to win the WWE Women's World Championship. Rhea Ripley believes she had the match in the Women's World Championship won, but failed to dethrone Io Sky due to Bianca Belair. Speaking in a backstage interview, the former Judgment Day member took digs at the EST of WWE, stating that she pulled off a John Cena. Ripley said, "What's going through my mind right now? I had the match won. I had the match won. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Where's Bianca Belair? She pulling a John Cena? I can't see her anywhere. Where is she at? She screwed me up once again because she's scared of me. She is scared that I am going to absolutely destroy her. That is what happened. And you know what? It's going to continue to happen. I am going to continue to ruin Bianca Belair until I get exactly what I want." Rhea Ripley's opponent for WrestleMania 41 is yet to be decided. WWE hasn't confirmed if she would be added to the Women's World Championship match at the Show of Shows, so far scheduled between Io Sky and Bianca Belair. In a twist that nobody saw coming, Stephanie McMahon has officially stepped back into the spotlight, and she's got her sights set on none other than the mommy of WWE, Rhea Ripley. Following WrestleMania 41, where Rhea Ripley successfully defended her Women's World Championship in what many are calling a career-defining performance, the WWE Universe has been buzzing about what's next for the powerhouse champion. Names like Becky Lynch, Bianca Belair, and even rising stars like Lyra Valkyria have been floated as potential challengers, but in a surprising development, it wasn't an active competitor who made headlines, it was Stephanie McMahon herself. On Monday afternoon, WWE's official channels released a video of Stephanie McMahon seated in a sleek boardroom, the glow of the championship belt displayed prominently on a nearby screen. Calm yet intense, she addressed the WWE Universe, and more specifically, Rhea Ripley. "Rhea," Stephanie began, her tone confident, eyes narrowing slightly, "I've watched you from day one. From your early days in NXT UK to your dominance in NXT, and now, your reign as Women's World Champion. You've been nothing short of unstoppable. You've crushed every opponent, you've stood tall through every storm. But let me remind you of something." She paused, her fingers lacing together as a slight smirk formed. "True greatness isn't just about how many people you beat in the ring, it's about the legacy you leave behind. And if we're talking legacy, there's one woman you should be thinking about, Chyna." The mention of the WWE Hall of Famer sent shockwaves across social media in seconds. Chyna, the ninth wonder of the world, remains an icon in the industry, forever remembered for breaking barriers and redefining what it meant to be a woman in sports entertainment. For Stephanie to draw a comparison between Ripley and Chyna was not just high praise, it was a deliberate challenge. "You see, Rhea," Stephanie continued, her voice steady but laced with intensity, "Chyna wasn't just a champion. She wasn't just a trailblazer. She was a phenomenon. She dominated men and women alike. She didn't ask for respect, she demanded it, and she took it. You've shown flashes of that same fire, that same hunger. But are you ready to elevate yourself beyond just being mommy? Are you ready to become legendary?" The timing of Stephanie's message feels anything but accidental. Rumors have been swirling for weeks that Triple H and the creative team have been mapping out something monumental for the women's division, aiming to elevate it to unprecedented heights. And with Ripley at the helm, many believe she could be the face of that revolution. Stephanie wasn't finished, though. "In this business, you either make history, or you become history," she declared. "You're standing at a crossroads, Rhea. Will you follow in Chyna's footsteps and become a transcendent icon? Or will you fade into the long list of champions who couldn't sustain their legacy?" She leaned closer to the camera, her eyes burning with conviction. "I want to see you rise to the occasion. I want to see you challenge yourself beyond what anyone expects. Because the day you do, Rhea Ripley, is the day you step into immortality." The message concluded with Stephanie offering a subtle, knowing smile, the kind that only a seasoned McMahon could deliver, before the video cut to black, leaving fans and superstars alike reeling from the moment. Backstage reactions. Backstage, the energy was electric. Several superstars were reportedly gathered around monitors, captivated by Stephanie's unexpected address. Sources indicate that Ripley herself was watching the video from the Judgment Day locker room, her expression a mix of intrigue and defiance. Shortly after the video aired, Ripley took to social media with a succinct but powerful response: "Challenge accepted." The two words were enough to send her followers into a frenzy. WWE's social media accounts immediately picked up the response, fanning the flames of speculation. What does this mean? Is Stephanie setting up a direct encounter with Ripley? Could this lead to a storyline honoring Chyna's legacy, perhaps even a high-profile match inspired by the Hall of Famer's groundbreaking feats? Insiders suggest that Stephanie's message may be part of a larger narrative designed to position Ripley as not only the top female competitor but as a figure capable of transcending gender lines, much like Chyna once did. The McMahon influence. What adds even more intrigue is the fact that Stephanie McMahon, who has largely been out of the public eye since stepping away from her corporate role, chose this moment to re-engage with the WWE Universe. Her words carry weight, not just because of her family legacy, but because of her personal connection to Chyna's story. It's no secret that Stephanie and Chyna shared a complex history, both professionally and personally. By invoking Chyna's name, Stephanie isn't just paying homage, she's issuing a challenge that carries deeply personal significance. She's lighting a fire under Rhea, one veteran superstar noted backstage. Stephanie doesn't do anything by accident. She's pushing Rhea to go beyond, to step into a role bigger than the title she holds. She wants to see if Rhea can become the Chyna of this era, or maybe even surpass her. What's next for Rhea Ripley? With the gauntlet seemingly thrown down, all eyes are now on Ripley's next move. Will she embrace the challenge and carve out a path that cements her as a generational icon? Will she push the boundaries of competition, perhaps even crossing into intergender matches as Chyna famously did? One thing is certain, Stephanie McMahon's message has changed the game. In just a few minutes, she reignited the conversation around legacy, dominance, and the future of women in WWE. And in doing so, she's propelled Rhea Ripley into the brightest of spotlights. As the WWE Universe eagerly awaits the fallout, one thing is crystal clear: Rhea Ripley's journey to immortality has only just begun.